Have you ever wondered if something as simple and seemingly innocent as fruit could quietly harm your health? Most of us were raised believing that fruits are nature's candy, bursting with vitamins, antioxidants, and nourishing sweetness. We grew up being told to eat more apples, drink orange juice, snack on bananas, and pile cherries into our desserts. These habits felt virtuous, wholesome, and unquestionably good for us. But what no one ever mentioned is this: not all fruits are created equal, especially as we age. For those of us over 60, our bodies have changed dramatically compared to when we were younger. Our metabolism slows down, digestion becomes more sensitive, blood sugar regulation grows increasingly fragile, hormones shift, organs work harder, and chronic conditions like diabetes, hypertension, or arthritis become part of daily life. Suddenly, foods that once seemed harmless or even beneficial can pose hidden dangers. Some fruits carry risks such as high sugar content, dangerous drug interactions, or acidity levels that aggravate aging systems. Ignoring these risks isn't just careless, it can lead to serious complications. But don't lose hope. Nature also offers incredible fruits that support heart health, fight inflammation, protect memory, improve bone strength, and soothe digestion. Today, as someone who has lived through decades of change and studied how food impacts aging bodies, I want to share with you the ultimate guide to navigating the world of fruits after 60. Specifically, I'll reveal the 4 fruits you should avoid and the 4 you absolutely must include in your diet, because your body deserves better. If you're ready to take control of your health, one bite at a time, let's dive straight into it. Before we begin though, here's a quick reminder. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip designed specifically for seniors. Also, let me know you're here by typing 1 in the comments below if you find this video helpful. If there's anything I can do to improve my content for you, type 0. Now, let's get started. The 4 dangerous fruits seniors should avoid. Grapefruit, the silent killer for medication users. At first glance, grapefruit seems harmless, even beautiful. Its bright pink flesh, refreshing bitterness, and reputation as a heart-healthy fruit make it a breakfast staple for many. But for older adults, particularly those over 60, this fruit hides a deeply underestimated danger. Behind its juicy allure lies a biochemical threat few talk about, a compound that interferes with crucial liver enzymes responsible for breaking down prescription drugs. Here's the science behind it. Grapefruit contains furanocoumarins, which block the CYP3A4 enzyme. This enzyme plays a vital role in metabolizing medications ranging from statins for cholesterol to blood pressure pills, anti-anxiety drugs, and even some antidepressants. When this enzyme is blocked, medications build up in your bloodstream to dangerously high levels. Imagine a dammed river with nowhere to flow. The consequences can be devastating. Severe muscle breakdown caused by statins, life-threatening heart rhythm issues, excessive bleeding from blood thinners, and intensified sedative effects from anxiety medications are just some examples. For seniors relying on multiple prescriptions to manage their health, grapefruit can turn into a silent killer. What's worse, most people never connect the dots between eating grapefruit and experiencing adverse reactions until they end up in the emergency room. By then, the damage may already be irreversible. This isn't about fear-mongering, it's about wisdom through experience. Grapefruit isn't inherently evil, but for seniors on medications, which includes over 70% of Americans over 65, it simply isn't worth the risk. There are safer fruits to enjoy without gambling with your heart, liver, or life. So before you slice into that grapefruit tomorrow morning, pause and ask yourself, is this truly worth it? Cherries, sweet but dangerous for arthritis and diabetes. Cherries seem so small, so sweet, and so deceptively innocent. They evoke memories of summer picnics, fresh pies cooling on windowsills, and the satisfying pop when the pit slips free. Yet, as we age, what once felt like a treat may now quietly betray our health. Let's break it down. Cherries, particularly in large portions or concentrated forms like juices, dried fruits, and syrups, are incredibly high in natural sugars. 1 cup of sweet cherries contains nearly 20 grams of sugar. For younger bodies with faster metabolisms and stable insulin responses, this might not be a concern. However, for seniors living with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or undiagnosed insulin resistance, that sugar hits the bloodstream like a wave, causing spikes that damage organs over time and leave us fatigued, foggy, and vulnerable. And the danger doesn't stop at sugar. Cherries are naturally acidic, which can worsen symptoms for older adults dealing with inflammation, arthritis, or joint pain. While fresh cherries contain antioxidants, consuming them in excess, especially processed versions, can backfire. Instead of soothing your body, cherries may aggravate the very pain you're trying to escape. The flare-ups in your knees during morning walks, the dizzy spells from blood sugar spikes, the sleepless nights caused by swelling joints, it's all connected. That bowl of cherries eaten in good faith becomes a trigger for pain, instability, and long-term harm. It's heartbreaking because cherries feel so safe, but the truth is, as we grow older, even sweetness must be questioned. And speaking of questioning seemingly safe fruits, bananas. Too much potassium can be harmful. For most of our lives, bananas have symbolized health. Simple, convenient, and packed with potassium. We were told they help with cramps, boost energy, and support heart health. And for younger bodies, that may indeed be true. But as we age, our bodies process nutrients differently, and too much of a good thing can quietly become a threat. Bananas are rich in potassium, which is essential for muscle function and heart health. However, for seniors, especially those with weakened kidneys, heart conditions, or who take blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors or potassium-sparing diuretics, potassium can accumulate to dangerous levels. As kidney function declines, excess potassium stays in the system, creeping into the bloodstream and disrupting the heart's rhythm, muscle contractions, and cognitive clarity. This condition, called hyperkalemia, sends thousands of seniors to the emergency room every year. One too many bananas over the course of a week can be all it takes. By the time symptoms like a fluttering heart, weakness in the legs, or a vague sense of unease appear, the damage may already be underway. That's the price you pay for trusting what appears healthy without understanding your body's unique needs. Dried fruits, the hidden sugar bomb. Dried fruits sit neatly in snack packs, looking harmless and nutritious. Raisins, dates, dried apricots, cranberries. They're sprinkled on oatmeal, mixed into trail mixes, and offered as healthy alternatives in waiting rooms. But beneath their shriveled skins lies a dark truth. Dried fruits are sugar bombs disguised as wellness. When fruit is dried, the water is removed, but the sugars remain, now concentrated in a much smaller bite. A handful of raisins may seem innocent, but it's equivalent to eating an entire bunch of grapes, all the sugar condensed into a tiny package. Most store-bought dried fruits are also coated in added sugar or preserved with sulfites, which can aggravate asthma, migraines, and gut inflammation. For seniors managing type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or digestive sensitivities, these snacks can wreak silent havoc. Blood sugar spikes, gut discomfort, and energy crashes follow close behind. Dried fruits offer a false sense of health, making you believe you're making a smart choice while your body pays the price. The 4 must-eat fruits for optimal health after 60. Blueberries, a brain protector. Blueberries are a quiet marvel. Small, humble, and unassuming, they rarely grab attention the way flashier fruits do. Yet inside each tiny berry lies one of nature's most powerful gifts, especially for seniors. At a time when memory begins to fade and clarity slips away, blueberries offer hope, not just comfort but protection. Rich in anthocyanins, the deep blue pigments that give blueberries their color, these compounds cross the blood-brain barrier to reduce inflammation, improve communication between brain cells, and shield against oxidative stress. Regular consumption has been linked to slower cognitive decline, better decision-making, and a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Blueberries also regulate blood pressure, support heart health, and are low in sugar, making them ideal for diabetics and those with cardiovascular concerns. A simple half cup a day can make a profound difference. Apples, the heart-healthy fiber hero. There's quiet wisdom in the old saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. apples are rich in soluble fiber, especially pectin, which binds to cholesterol in the digestive system and helps remove it before it enters the bloodstream. For seniors, this means apples can actively reduce bad LDL cholesterol, lowering the risk of heart attacks and strokes without extra pills. Their fiber supports digestion, reduces constipation, and delivers anti-inflammatory benefits. Apples are accessible, familiar, and profoundly impactful. Avocados, the healthy fat that nourishes your body. Avocados stand apart from other fruits. Rich in monounsaturated fats, they protect the heart, nourish the brain, and lower bad cholesterol. Loaded with vitamin K, folate, and potassium, avocados strengthen bones, regulate blood pressure, and support eye health. Their creamy texture and nutrient density provide both physical and emotional nourishment. Papaya, the digestive and anti-inflammatory miracle. Papaya is a natural healer, especially for seniors. Containing papain, an enzyme that aids protein digestion, it eases bloating and discomfort. Rich in vitamin C, A, and E, papaya strengthens immunity, protects skin, and combats inflammation, offering relief for joint stiffness and chronic diseases. Your health is in your hands, one bite at a time. That might sound like a simple statement, but it carries immense truth. Every choice you make at the breakfast table, every snack you reach for between meals, and every dinner plate you fill has the power to either support your body's natural strength or silently contribute to its decline. Think about that for a moment. Your meals aren't just about taste or convenience. They carry weight, both literally and metaphorically. What you eat shapes whether your body is able to heal, recover, and thrive, or whether it's constantly working against hidden stressors like inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, or blood sugar imbalances. The foods you consume influence everything from how quickly you bounce back after physical activity, to how alert and focused you feel throughout the day, to how your joints respond when you climb stairs or walk across the room. But here's the good news. It's never too late to make better choices. No matter where you are on your journey, whether you're just beginning to think more seriously about your health or you've been making small changes for a while now, every positive step forward counts. Your body is incredibly resilient, especially when given the right tools. And one of the most powerful tools you have is your fork. Start small, because big transformations begin with little steps. Instead of reaching for dried fruits that are often packed with added sugars and stripped of fiber, try swapping them out for fresh blueberries. These tiny berries are loaded with antioxidants, which help combat oxidative stress and support brain and heart health. Plus, they provide a natural sweetness without the crash that comes from processed sugars. When hunger strikes mid-morning or afternoon, choose crisp, whole apples over packaged snacks that promise energy but deliver empty calories. Apples contain pectin, a natural fiber that helps regulate digestion and keeps you feeling full longer. They also offer quercetin, a flavonoid that supports cardiovascular function and may even help reduce inflammation in your joints. Instead of spreading processed butter or margarine on your toast, try slicing up some creamy avocado. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind that nourish your cells, support healthy cholesterol levels, and keep your skin and joints hydrated from within. They also contain potassium, which plays a key role in muscle function and can help prevent cramps and weakness in your legs. And don't forget to add papaya to your morning routine. This tropical fruit contains enzymes like papain, which aid digestion and reduce bloating, common issues that many people overlook as contributors to discomfort and sluggishness. Papaya is also high in vitamin C and beta-carotene, both of which support immune function and promote vibrant skin and eye health. These decisions may seem minor on their own, but when made consistently, they build something truly powerful. Over time, these small shifts add up to stronger muscles, improved balance, better cognitive clarity, and more stable energy throughout the day. You'll notice fewer aches, less fatigue, and a growing sense of control over your own well-being, an empowering feeling that no pill or quick fix can replicate. Because real change doesn't come from drastic diets or extreme restrictions. It comes from mindful choices made daily, with intention and care. It comes from understanding that food isn't just fuel, it's information for your body, telling your cells whether to repair, rebuild, or struggle under the burden of poor nutrition. So take a moment before your next meal. Ask yourself, will this serve me? Will it help me stand taller, walk farther, and live more fully? Because when you start seeing food through that lens, you're not just eating, you're investing in your future self. You deserve to feel strong, you deserve to move with confidence, and most importantly, you deserve to know that your health is not out of your control. It's being shaped by every single bite you make. Keep going, keep choosing wisely, and remember, your strongest days are still ahead of you. Now it's your turn. This is where the real journey begins. Not just watching, not just learning, but taking action. Because knowledge becomes powerful only when you put it into practice in your everyday life. So take a moment right now to reflect. What one change can you implement today that will move you closer to better health, stronger legs, and more confidence in your own body? It doesn't have to be dramatic or overwhelming. It just has to be intentional. Maybe you'll swap out processed snacks for something rich in magnesium and potassium like bananas with almond butter or a handful of raw pumpkin seeds. Or perhaps you'll make a commitment to drink more water throughout the day to support muscle function and joint lubrication. You might decide to read food labels more closely, avoiding hidden sodium and added sugars that contribute to inflammation and weakness. Whatever it is, write it down, say it out loud, or simply hold it in your mind with clarity and purpose. Then, share your commitment in the comments below. Let us know what step you're taking, no matter how small. Your words might just inspire someone else who's on the fence about making a change. And remember, progress isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. One good choice leads to another, and before you know it, those choices become habits that transform your health. If this video inspired you in any way, even just a little, please leave a 1 in the comments. I want to hear from you, and so do others who may be looking for encouragement or validation that they're not alone in their journey. If, for any reason, this content didn't resonate with you, or if there's something you'd like to see improved, feel free to type 0. Honest feedback helps me serve you better and create even more valuable content in the future. And if you found value in today's message, don't forget to hit the like button. It takes just a second, but it makes a huge difference in helping us reach others who are searching for answers, inspiration, and practical strategies to stay strong and independent as they age. Most importantly, subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update. We release new videos every week filled with science-backed tips, nutrition insights, mobility exercises, and lifestyle strategies designed specifically for adults who refuse to let age define their strength or vitality. Turn on notifications so you're always first in line to learn something new that could change the way you feel, starting today. Together, we're not just aging, we're thriving. We're embracing a healthier, happier future on our own terms. No more settling for weakness, fatigue, or instability. No more accepting poor balance or declining energy as normal parts of getting older. Instead, we're choosing awareness, action, and accountability because we deserve to live fully, move freely, and feel strong at every stage of life. Let's keep building this community, one mindful bite, one thoughtful movement, and one empowered decision at a time. Thank you again for being here. I'm honored to walk this path with you, and I can't wait to hear what changes you're making today to support your best self tomorrow. See you in the next video, and remember, your health is your power. Use it wisely.